So we just found a little park up. There's some vans down the corner there, so we can't go that far. Just gonna have some lunch. We need some lunch. But there's a van down the end there. It's got a nice prime position looking over the coast.
So Tony has cooked us up a lovely fry up. Take a look at this.
Voila.
We did nearly have one mishap though, didn't we?
Explain.
Well, when I looked over there, what did I see?
No idea.
Flames.
Yeah, only normal fat flames, guys. Every chef does it on purpose, and that's what I was doing, was impressing the girls.
Impressing the girls in our minuscule kitchen inside the van. What do you think?
Be better with bacon. Unfortunately, we thought we had some. We thought Ian had given us his bacon before he departed, but sadly, no. So we've got wieners, pepperami instead. I've got fried slice, toasted slice, mushrooms, beans, egg.
Sounds good to me. Let's get tucked in.
Similarities to the Cornish coastline. So yeah, park up. You can get down towards the bottom a little bit more than what we have, but it's really wonky, so we're better off in the top car park for now. Just had lovely fry up for dinner, and who knows where we'll end up later. In the meantime, I'm just going to sit here, I think, on top of the watch these big waves come in, and enjoy the view. It's funny, folks, if you're standing one side of the van, there is absolutely no wind and you're in t-shirts. Stand the other side, out come the barriers. Don't fall in.
I'll try not to.
You're going to get there and go, I should have brought my camera. It's quite a steep descent, and I wouldn't have done that if it hadn't been dry. It could be quite a slippery walk down, but what fantastic views when you're down here. A good way of burning a fry up off. We've got to go back up yet.
Back up the hill we go.
So we've just stomped our way up the hill. We're coming to have a look around this old church again. Oh yeah, maybe private chapel.
Possibly.
Well, Claire's looking at chapels. I'm scouting the landscape using my special vision to try and look for a park up. As it's still very early in the afternoon, we decided to move on from this park up and go in search of another beach location that we spotted on Google Maps. This one has the potential to overnight park, as it's labelled as an air and looks pretty cool. However, first we've got to get there. On the way we head toward a little cove, but unfortunately spot signs for a 35-degree gradient hill down to the beach, and not wanting another clutch punishing, wheel spinning drama like we've had in the past, we chickened out. And took a route that we thought to be not so challenging. However, we got lost on the unmarked roads before finding a normal road and immediately mucking up again and driving onto what has recently become a public footpath. And my right leg has gone to sleep, so it's time for a walk. Today so far is not going to plan. So we've just stopped off at an air, but it's on ground like this, folks, so we probably won't be staying there. We've just seen some lovely rollers coming in waves, so we're going to see if we can get down and take a picture of them before possibly head back off. It's a bit disappointing. This car park's massive, so this must get really busy during the summer. And the van next to us is a surfer, so he must have had to bring his gear all the way down here to get a surf. There's some pretty special waves out there today, guys. Only wish I had a board to get out there and do some photography. Not a surfboard, more like a pier kind of board. A board walk out to do some photography. None of that surfing stuff. A spectacular place and a nice way to spend the evening. So we are in a car park at the top, very wonky, so possibly we'll have to move on, but still a lovely place. So, guys, this whole adventure has been, I would sum up, for park ups, a complete success. Everywhere we've wanted to go, we've found a park up. Everywhere we've stopped, we've found a park up. However, after the beach, we then came into the main town area and there's no park ups at all, unless you want to be situated inside the town itself, which is fine if you're going out for a meal and a beer, but very, very rarely do I have a beer. If I'm parking up, especially in the wild, I won't have a beer at all. The only time I'll have a beer is if I know I'm going to be stationary for a while. What are you laughing about?
You said if we go for a beer and a meal, you said you don't have a beer. You don't buy me a meal either.
I don't know, guys, I was sweating over that stove earlier, making that fry up, and there she is complaining.
All right, Ramsey.
No, it's just, it's good if you want to, if you're visiting the town, city it is, if you're going to visit the city, but, excuse me. But not the park up we were looking for. However, we've come up to another recreational park up area. It's just out of the city. You can see lights all around here, and it's just a park. So we've come up and we're going to stay here the night, hopefully. Touch wood.
Yeah, I think so. It's quiet, it's dark.
Yeah, just how we like it. So time for a cup of coffee. Oh, I do need a cup of coffee. Sometimes you just can't beat a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or glassed bottle ice Coke. And there's other times you can't beat a cider or a beer.
Or a gin and tonic.
Liquid sanity.
Yes.
Good morning. I tell you, it's fresh this morning, but blue skies and sun, and it's going to warm up. So a great start. Again, fantastic location, guys. It's quite a busy area down there, so we was lucky to find this one. Literally, there's towns all around here now, and we're a stone's throw from Santander. So we're going to have to go in there. It's the capital of Cantabria, and this particular area. So we're going to have to go into Santander. I know it's another town, not everyone's cup of tea, but we've got to see it as we're here. Yeah, great park up, very quiet until around about 9 o'clock this morning, when the council equivalent workers have come to clean this park up. So no complaints there, guys, if they're doing it looks like doing a brilliant job. It's very, very clean. It's massive. I can only imagine what these places must be like in the summer, because the car parks are massive, and the provisions here, picnic benches, bins, fire pits, barbecues. So I can only imagine that it gets very, very busy in the summer. Just as well we're not here in the summer. But yeah, great areas, these area recreativa. Yeah, and well worth, I've said it before, guys, well worth keeping that keyword stored in your notepad somewhere. So if you're in Spain, then yeah, it might help you out. It's certainly helping us out. This park up might be ideal for you guys if you're getting off the ferry or going to the ferry at Santander, especially if you're heading, like us, if you've gone west across the top of North Spain, or you're going to Portugal. So probably not a bad area if you're waiting out for that ferry. But these picnic areas, what we have been told by Uncle John, who lives in the area, is that come 10 o'clock at night, because there's no lighting, everyone disappears anyway. So yeah.
Under the palm trees in the California sun, sand underneath our feet, the morning's just begun. I don't remember much from the night before, just from that human touch, and now I want more.
So we are in Santander, and we've parked in the official motorhome parking bay over here. Plenty of spaces and fairly big. I think it's got water point as well. I'm not sure, it might have grey waste disposal as well. But it's a 31-minute walk into town from here. So I think we need to be feeling a little bit fit, because it looks like it's uphill as well. So yeah,
I think the say it's half an hour walk into town, but it's a city, so I've just chose the seafront area of town, but no doubt in quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, we'll be walking through the main area. So it's good that it's slightly out of town, beside a great big park, and surrounded by motorhomes, so we're relatively safe.
Every town or city with a lot of steps should do this. Apart from the squeak, how much easier is this? Brilliant.
Apart from that one.
Oh. And when you haven't got steps and escalators, you got hills.
Travelators. So I love the way this city's got all the travelators, escalators, lifts and funicular railway systems in place so you don't have to burn too many calories. So again, we find ourselves in the middle of a city, guys, so there's not that much really to show that you wouldn't already know, unless we find a point of interest or something, and then we'll...
I'm not finding this a very tourist-friendly city.
No, it's all over the place.
It is, there's lots of signs that point in a direction and you walk down there and then what you think's there isn't actually there.
No. A bit strange, but so if we see anything of interest, guys, we'll start filming again, but otherwise we're just going to have a bimble around here and we'll catch up with you later.
So weirdly, in amongst all this noise is my favourite part of Santander. There's a photography exhibition all the way through this tunnel. Tony's run off. I don't think he's quite so interested. But yeah, so there's large prints of various photographers all the way through this tunnel. So I'm stopping to have a look as Tony runs through to get away from the noise. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, a very noisy, very dark photo exhibition through a tunnel in the middle of Santander. Tony, I don't know if you can see, is walking behind me, acutely unimpressed still. We have found the cathedral. I'm hoping that's the back, maybe the front's this way. You don't get to see much. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's just have a wander around the other side, just in case I've just got the back, which I think I might have done. I think Tony's actually run away. I can't see him now. So I found the front. I'm still not impressed. So this is the Cathedral of Santander. Is what it is, I suppose.
So I'm getting a little bit not bored, that's wrong, but these towns, especially big industrial ones like this, they're not the most prettiest of things to look around, although you do find the odd gem nestled right in the middle, and I'm sure it's pretty impressive inside as well. There's a bit of me, excuse me, I've got chewing gum, but there's a bit of me that wants to go into the wild and find a park up for a few days and just sit still, like we were on top of that mountain. So right in the middle of the town, the cathedral. I've lost Claire, she's off taking pictures. But oh, it's open as well, so she's probably gone inside. We'll go upstairs and more stairs and take a look. So very unusual, because the actual chapel area is very, very small for a cathedral. Very low ceilings, whereas normally the grand, maybe that was the chapel. I'm not too sure. Let's run and explore.
It's a very, very strange layout. You've got the door and a beautiful chapel in there, but then there's a sign saying cathedral this way. So it's very confusing.
We found out a lot in Spain, directions leading us round and round and not leading us to the right place. The other thing that's unusual with this cathedral, I don't know if Claire's already said, is that other buildings have been joined onto it. A lot more modern. Takes away a bit of that old architectural feel from the place. And again, obviously, because it's a very busy place, Santander, we're just surrounded with apartment blocks. But that was nice. It was still nice going inside. Beautiful architecture inside, but not as grand as some.
There's a tourist part for the cathedral round the back under another apartment that's attached to the cathedral, so I think you can look at some of the archives and stuff like that there. But I don't know, certainly not in my top 10. So not for the first time I've lost Tony again. He said he was going this way and he's hiding from me. I've spotted him. He's exploring more of the cathedral. Anything up there? No? Okay. So yeah, I think we can safely say the outside does absolutely nothing for us. The inside, however, I like. It's very low. The ceilings, they're vaulted, but they're really low, and it gives a very intimate feeling in there. It's quite pretty. So I like the inside, but I do not like the outside at all. Here he comes, strolling along. So we've wandered up and down the high street, and we were looking for the Museum of Art. That turns out to be closed, so we're not going to go there. We're going to head down, trying to find a few places of interest. What I've found is that it feels dirty. The whole place, certainly the shopping area, feels run down and dirty.
Yeah, I agree. So what we've got to watch here, folks, as well, is we're hunting around trying to find footage to bring to you, places of interest to bring to you. And if we're not enjoying it and feeling the vibe, then there's no point. We're wasting our time and possibly yours. So yeah, just not a very enthusiastic day, I suppose. Or I don't know. It's just not. It's not a vibrant place at all, is it?
No. It's not ticking our boxes at the moment.
It's just a town centre, and you've been to plenty.
And you've been to plenty. You don't want to go there. But there is a promenade, and there is a point to Santander. There's like a pier bit or something at the end. Might take a walk down there, see what's there. Hopefully it's a bit brighter, a bit nicer, a bit cleaner, and we'll bring you some half decent footage. But if this is boring us, it sure as hell is going to bore you.
Yeah.
We'd like to give a massive shout out to Alan Gareth, who have supported the channel over the past year. Your support through the Buy Me a Coffee membership has helped us keep the channel active and content coming to your screens each week.
Also, a big thank you to all the other folks out there who have bought us Ad Hoc Coffees. And lastly, many thanks as always for leaving your kind comments and for clicking on the thumbs up icon. Thank you. And we'll see you on the road
Soon.